Well, you know what? I was hoping we could connect with you, and wonder of wonders, here you are. So we've already described you as the best goalie in the league. We've already talked about looking at probably a 6, maybe 7-game series against Prince George. How do you feel about going into the first round of these playoffs?
Oh, we're feeling pretty good as a group right now. Obviously, they have a really good team up there in Prince George, but we feel like in a 7-game series, we can wear them down a bit and hopefully come out with the victory.
I'm going to open it up to any one of these guys who wants. Matt Sherrill wants to pose a question to you.
Hi, Adam.
Okay.
In this day and age, there's no real secrets. Every team has scouting staffs and video. What do you do to prepare for the opposition? Do you get your own little video, and do you have a book on each shooter? How do you prepare personally?
I think over the course of the season, that's kind of preparing for any team that you might play in the playoffs. You're always watching for certain shooters, and before the games, if any of the guys know somebody on the other team, they'll kind of give you pointers and stuff on what the guy likes to do or what he's good at, certain things like that. But other than that, we just watch video clips, and you kind of notice who does what throughout the league during the year with the plays of the week and the game highlights that come on the website and stuff like that. So I don't think it's just an all-of-a-sudden process just before playoffs. Obviously, we focus a little bit more on the team that we're playing, but it's just kind of a thing that you get used to doing over the course of the year.
Doyle, Eric?
Yeah, Adam Doyle here.
Yo.
How fun has it been with the team since the 09? What do you remember most, actually? What do you remember most of the Rimouski trip?
That's something you'll never forget. When you're on a successful team like that, it's pretty special. And what I remember most that year is probably the way that everybody really came together in the playoffs, and they just everybody played their role, and everybody knew what they were doing out there. We had the Jamie Benns and Colin Longs that were scoring goals. We had Evan Bludoff and Callahan that were laying the body out there, and then we had our defensive defenseman and Tyler Myers that did everything out there, and just everybody knew exactly what they were doing, and it was a really fun time.
What was it like being thrown to the Wolves there? When they had the big 3-0 lead. When you look back at it now.
Yeah, that's something you can't really prepare for. You never expect that to happen. As nice as it was to play in a game like that, I obviously would have rather not played and watched a team become successful in that game there. But anytime you get to play in a game like that, it's special.
And the follow-up to that is that game must have certainly helped your confidence.
Sorry, you were breaking up a little bit.
The follow-up question is, that game must have helped your confidence because you were stellar in that game.
Yeah, that's... it's funny you say that because that's not really something that I was thinking about too much. The loss was pretty devastating. It was kind of, I kind of put that in the back of my mind, and the loss was really in the front there because that was tough to do. But obviously going to the next season, it was a little bit of a confidence booster.
Adam, Eric Stansfield here. I want to kind of take it away from the ice surface and that for a moment, and I guess just ask you, how does a young kid from Yorba Linda, California, show up on the hockey radar and up here in British Columbia? And if you do look through the Western Hockey League, there are a few players that have come out of your area, your hometown.
Yeah, definitely. Hockey in California is getting bigger and bigger every year, and more guys are coming to the WHL, and then they go back during the summer and they talk to other players in California, and they tell them how great it is. And then before you know it, everybody's lining to come to the WHL. And a couple of years ago, they started a camp down in Anaheim at the Ducks practice facility, where every year WHL scouts come down and they check out the talent of California players. And I guess around the Nevada and Phoenix area too, players come in for that camp, and they're scouting them, and they're seeing all the talent that's coming out of California, and it's just becoming so big in the Western League. So many teams are wanting these California guys because they grow up playing roller hockey and different stuff like that, and they're some really skilled guys.
Good morning, Adam. Gordon McGarva here.
Hey, Gord, how's it going?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing well, thank you.
Good. Got a quick question for you. We all know Tyson Barrie's the captain. How much of a leadership role do you play, your last line of defense? Just kind of touch on that.
Yeah, I think a lot of the older guys have stepped into a little bit more of a leadership role this year, whether they have a letter or not. Everybody's kind of stepping up, and I just kind of try and throw things out in the locker room that maybe we could sharpen up during the game, or that we have to focus on during the game, and just try and get the guys pumped up before we go out there. I can't do a whole lot when I'm in the net, so I usually keep it pretty simple in that standpoint. But other than that, I just kind of try and get the guys going.
Adam, Phil Johnson here. I want to ask a money question. I don't know if this is impolite or whatever, but I've never been polite around the dinner table anyway. Have you got an agent?
I do not have an agent, no.
You're kidding me.
No.
So what do you do with those calls that I'm sure come to your folks' house, or you get that nudge, nudge, wink, wink, or maybe you get a text or a tweet from somebody saying, "Hey, kid, caught your last game. You should talk to me."
Oh, no. To be honest with you, I haven't had any of those calls. So
hey, I'm going to make one as soon as we get off here. I've got some sports agency experience in my background. You and I should have dinner somewhere. Anyway.